So tonight's session is all about our legs. Okay, we're going to use our block for some of the sections just to provide a little bit of reference, a little bit of challenge. So make sure you have your block ready by your side. You can use a sturdy book or a sturdy cushion if you've got one. I'm going to keep my socks on and my jumper on, so it's pouring down with rain and it's freezing. Hopefully I'll warm up a little bit. Right then, let's bring our feet in line with our hips. Find your big toe, find your little toe, find your heel, and then let's relax through the legs. Relax into your hips. Let's grow the spine. Then thinking about that balloon at the top of the head, just standing that little bit taller. Feel the shoulders settle on top of your back. Okay, let's then find neutral with our pelvis. So we're going to turn the tailbone under. Allow the low back to flatten. And then reverse that movement, stick your bottom out behind you. Extend into the lumbar curve as the pelvis tilts forward. One more time each way. Let's just loosen up that little bit into the low back. Come and settle into neutral. Hold it here, relax your arms. Let's find our breath. Deep inhale through your nose. Feel your rib cage grow out to the side. Long exhale through your mouth. Feel your rib cage soften. Let's go one more time. Inhale. On the exhale now, let's find our core. The tummy button draws in towards the spine. The pelvic floor lifts up. Keep your butt relaxed. Release it. Inhale. Last time. Exhale. Find your core there. Feeling nice and strong right around the center with our diaphragm, our abdominals, our pelvic floor, and our spine extensors. Okay, are we ready to go? Let's set our timer. We're going to start then with some foot pedals. So alternating left to right, you can take your hands onto your hips or take them into your hearts, wherever you're comfortable. So on the exhale, let's roll onto the ball of the foot. So we're moving those four joints through the leg, the hip, the knee, the ankle, the toe, and then push down on the return. Other way, exhale. And lower down. Keeping it going, we're going to do 4 on each side. Just think about the whole of your foot. So coming from the heel, through the arch, onto the ball of the foot, and then onto the toe. Lower down. Exhale. I lost count now because there's a crazy car alarm going on. So we'll do one more each way. Exhale. Lower down. Other way. And push. Have a little wiggle into your knees. We're going to follow that through now. Come into a knee lift. Okay, so challenging into our lower tummy that a little bit more. Find something in the distance for your focus. When you're ready, exhale, roll onto the toe. Float the knee up in line with your hip. Let's stabilize into that resting leg. Gentle bend into the knee. Lower down. Inhale. Other way. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're going to go again for 4 on each side. Keeping that connection into your tummy. So we're really strong and stable. Enable us to move that leg freely. Let's go again for 2 more. And lower. Exhale, lift. Lower down. Whoop, last time. Squeeze a little higher if you can. Toe to heel. Lift it up. Toe to heel. Have a little dip. Have a little pedal. I've got a feeling that's hardcore. It's going crazy. Hey ho. Okay. So this time we're going to do 4 more knee lifts on each side. We're going to transition through a little dip. So we're coming into our hips that little bit more. So starting with our knee lift, let's roll and lift it up. Inhale, toe to heel. Bend both knees, come into a dip. Exhale up and then lift your knees. So we're coming all the way from the ankle to the hip. Inhale. Exhale, push and lift. Well done. Keep it nice and slow. Keep your focus into the distance, length into your spine. Let's bring it up. We've got 2 more each side. Can we get deeper into those hips without lifting the heels and keeping the shoulders back? Well done. Dip it down. Power through and lift. Last 2. Nice and steady. Down we come. Power up. Knee comes up. Well done. Lower down. Last time. Squeeze. Well done. Have a little pedal off the feet. Okay. Stay with our dips. We really want to think about keeping the upper body really steady as we work into our legs, work into our balance. So again, hands onto the hips or into your heart. We're going to come into a chair sit and then alternate with a heel lift. Okay, when you're ready, choose where you want your hands. Inhale, let's bend those knees. Exhale, imagine sitting on a tiny little perch. Raise it up, inhale. Raise your heels this time, lead with the head. Well done. Lower it down, let's go again. Exhale, power through those thighs. And then lift the heels. Well done. Think about that balloon up your top of your head and that metal rod right down your back. Okay, let's keep it really stable. Up we come. One more. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, up. Lower it down. We're going to come back into some heel lifts now. So let's go for 8. Raising it up and lowering it down. Keep it going. So the only things moving here are our toes and our ankles. Everything else staying really still because we're active through our core. Tummy is to your spine. Pelvic floor is lifted. Shoulders are down. Well done. Drop the heels. Let's go for 4 more. Return. That's 3. And 2. Nearly there. Last one. We're going to do 8 more. I tricked you. This time we're not going to drop the heels. We're going to keep the heels lifted. So just cover them off the floor. Let's keep the lower legs really active. When you're ready, inhale, let's lift. Exhale. Inhale, take the heels down. Keep them hovered. Raise it up. Down we come. We've got another 6. Ooh, feel those calves. That's 4. It'll be worth it. 3. Last 2. And 1. Yeah, I feel it. Well done. Bend your knees. Have a little pedal. Have a little hover. Well done. Okay, it's time to bring in our blocks. So it can either be portrait, which is a little bit more forgiving, or landscape, which is going to challenge your legs that little bit more. Okay, so choose where you want it to be. Now we're going to work one leg at a time. So we're going to build up some fatigue into the working leg and some strength and stamina into that resting leg. Okay, same again with your hands. Bring them into your center. We're going to start just by tapping our foot onto our block. So working on flexion into the hip, gentle bend into your resting leg. Let's find our foundation with our foot. Lift out of your waist. Inhale. Exhale, let's bring the leg forward, tap the block, and bring it back. That's 2, tap, and return. Okay, so just bringing the block, so it's just reachable there with the ball of your foot. We've got another 4, and 3. Try not to look at your foot, try to keep your focus forward so we're not tempted to round there through the spine. Okay. Bend your knees, let's come into our little sit. Same again, a little tougher here onto our thighs. Let's go, tap, bring it back. That's 2. Heel down in between. Let's go through the 4 motion. Toe to heel, that's 4. We've got another 4 to go, tap it out. Return. Feel that engagement into your pelvic floor, lower tummy. We're really steady. We want hips to stay level. Okay, so we're using the flexion extension into our hip. Last one. Tap. Return. Stand it up. Pedal it Okay, we're going to keep our leg long this time. We're going to keep it active. So starting by resting your toe onto your block. Just very, very gently. We're not standing on it. We're just hovering that foot there. We're going to tap again for 8. So let's lift out the waist, give the legs some room. When you're ready, let's go for 1. That's 2. Oh, that's standing leg. 3. That's 4. We got 4 more. Gentle bend into that leg. Remember, last 2. Tap. Tap. Well done. Bring it down. Pedal those feet. Whoa. Nearly warming up to take my jumper off. We're getting there. Okay, let's come into our dip. Trickiest one of all. We're going to start with our foot on our block. So find your balance here. Let's dig deep into the core. When you're ready, let's go for 8, 7, 6. That's tricky. 5, 4 more. Nearly there. That's 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back. Well done. Adding the block just adds that little bit more challenge, but do it without the block. Change your orientation. Play around. Just you do you. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Now we'll switch and do the other side. Okay. Feeling brave. Still cold, but I'm getting there. Okay, let's flip it over then. Take your block under your opposite foot this time. I'm going to start with our taps, okay? Just check it's reachable from where you are. Bring your hands to your heart or to your hips. Let's come into neutral. Elbows in. When you're ready, let's go for 1. Return. That's 2. Think about that resting leg gripping into the foot, and we're gentle into the knee. Okay, keeping your headlights on the road, hips stay nice and level. We got another 3, 2, oh, feel it on my thighs, and 1. Well done. Pedal it out. Coming into our little dip now. Let's tuck that tailbone under. Spine nice and long. Are we ready? Let's tap for 8. Oh, tougher on this side. That's 6, 5. Well done. 4. Keep your core nice and strong. 2. Last time, top it out. Well done. Have a little pedal. Have a little roll of those shoulders. We've got 2 more sets, okay? So starting with our leg this time on our block. Let's soften into that knee. Lift out of your waist. When you're ready then, we're going to tap for 8, 7, 6. That's 5, 4. Ooh, squeeze. Feel it this time. That's 2, 1. Well done. Bring it back. Pedal it out for the last time. Rolling those ankles. I still have cold feet. The socks are staying. All right. Let's go then. Last time. Let's come into our little dip. Remember your perch, your little bus stop bench. Let's go. Take your leg forward. Inhale. Exhale. Tap. That's 7, 6. Whoa, keep it nice and strong. Nearly there, we're halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Step it out. Roll those shoulders. Oh, awesome work, well done. Okay, we're gonna leave our block to the side for this next set. Okay, gonna take our legs wide. Let's just have a little wiggle around. Ease off those hips, ease off those knees, ease off the shoulders. So coming onto the base of our feet with that natural little outturn there into the hips. Hands to heart, hands to waist, whatever you want them to be. Let's check in with our tailbone. We're going to come down into sumo, then come up onto our heels, so alternating again through the feet. When you're ready, feet are flat. Let's bend those knees. Exhale. Power it up. Inhale. Lift your heels. Exhale. Taking it down then for another 3. Let's go. Exhale. Power up. Head is to the ceiling. Up we come. Can we get deeper this time? Exhale. Whoa, feel those thighs. Up we come. Well done, last time. Exhale, lift that pelvic floor. Center, up. Well done, let's come down into our squat. We're gonna do 4. Then we're gonna add some heel lifts. 2 more, exhale. And 1, well done. Let's go down, we're gonna hold it here. We're gonna lift our right heel, lower down. Lift your left heel, lower down. Bring it up. Down we come, we're gonna go for another 4. Lift and lower, lift and lower. You look like little spiders. Legs look super long, last 2, exhale. Well done, up we come. Last time, take it down. Exhale, exhale, and up. Have a quick wiggle. We got 1 more set, both heels, let's go. Exhale, lift those heels, lower, power up. 3 more, down we come. Exhale, lift it up. Whoa, feel your thighs working here just to stabilize you. Nice and strong through your upper body as well. Shoulders down, last 2, exhale. Lift, lower, and up. Well done, lower your arms. Have a little wiggle around. Let's just ease off into the thighs, into the back. Keep your legs nice and wide. Just take hold of opposite elbows. Soften into your knees. Chin is going to come to the chest and just roll it forward, okay? Allow the spine to come into a deep flexion. Allow the hamstrings to lengthen. Allow your arms, your head to drop. Let's just rock around here for a minute. Just let go of any tension into your low back, your knees, your thighs, your shoulders. Well done. Let's roll it up then when we're ready. Shoulders back, feet together. Awesome, well done. Section 1 is over. We're going to come onto our knees. Okay, so it's coming towards the end of your mat. Let's bend the knees. Woo. Not as easy as it seems when you've done all that thigh work. Okay, let's bring the thighs in line with our hips. Okay, so if your knees kind of touch, your inner thighs touch, just make sure there's that little separation so your knees are in line with your hips. Okay, we're sitting right onto our heels. We're going to take our hands just onto our hips for now. Just get that feedback from what your pelvis is doing. Let's come into neutral. Lifting out of the waist, head to ceiling. We're going to come into a high kneel. Keeping control of the upper body, working with our hips. When you're ready, on the exhale, let's lead with the head, push with the hips, squeeze your butt, come into a lovely straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Lower down, inhale, nice and slow. Oh, my thighs are on fire after doing this yesterday. Let's go, exhale, up we come. Squeeze your butt. Inhale, gently lower down, keeping the spine really straight. Last 2, exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Yo, tight old quads. Let's go, last 1, exhale. And inhale, lower, well done. Just drop the arms, fold forward, come into a shell for a moment. Take some deep breaths. Roll the hips if you want to as well. Okay, let's bring it back up. Let's lengthen our spine. We're going to do another 4, but this time, bottom will not meet your feet. Okay, we're going to keep that little lift, keep that engagement into our thighs. Feel the working. I'm going to feel the burn with this one. Let's bring the hands onto the hips, shoulders down, head to ceiling. When you're ready then, let's squeeze those bottoms, bring the hips forward, high kneel. Inhale, come down, keep your hips hovered a tiny bit and then spring it back up. We've got another 3, let's go. Exhale, inhale, spring it up. Well done, let's go. It's like a magnet is pulling you down and then repelling you back up again. You've got one more. Exhale, down we come and up again. We're going to stay here. We're going to work those thighs a little bit more. Work on stability into our pelvis and get a little bit of bonus work into our abs as well. Okay, so now that metal rod's gone from our shoulders to our low back, all the way down to our knees. So we're just going to hinge here at the knee joint. Again, knees are separate in line with the hips. Okay, arms by your sides. When you're ready then, nice and strong through your tummy. On the exhale, we're going to hinge back, float the arms forward as a little counterbalance. Just come to where your thighs are active, but you've got the power to bring it back. For me today, it's not very far because my quads are super tight. Let's go, exhale. Tummy button in, pelvic floor lifts, bring it forward. We're going to go for two more. Exhale, hinge. Let your breath out. Inhale when you're ready. Last one, exhale. Inhale, return. Well done, gently drop down. Let's come into shell, let's reach forward this time. Stretch out through your shoulders. Just relaxing here for a few breaths. Let's uncurl then. Come back into our kneel. A little roll of the shoulders, a little roll of the head. And we are going to come onto all fours. We're going to work those bottoms. So when you're ready, come join me on all fours. So let's come find neutral then with our spine. We want our wrists, elbows, shoulders in that lovely straight line with a tiny little bend into the joint. Rolling towards the little finger, knees are under your hips, feet are hip distance. Let's come find neutral then, big inhale. On the exhale, let's drop the tummy, lift your tush, lift your head. Let's come into extension, look towards the ceiling. Inhale, let's travel through neutral. Exhale, cat stretch, chin to chest. Let's lift the spine, tailbone comes under. One more time each way, let's center. Exhale. Bring it up, tummy button all the way in. Bring it back. Last time, tummy button all the way up to the ceiling. Push through the heels with your hands and then we're going to come and rest into neutral. So we're between those two. You want to hold it here. Think about a glass of water on your back. We don't want to spill any, okay? We're going to do one leg at a time. So choose where you want to start, starting with Superman legs. So on our exhale, we're going to slide our leg behind us. And then we're going to lift it up in line with our bottom, okay? Don't allow your tummy to sag. Don't allow your hips to twist. We're keeping it straight, lower down. We're going to go again for another 5. Exhale, lift, point the toe. Inhale, return. 5 more. Try to keep them all really consistent. Okay, so we're keeping the engagement of the muscles. We're building that muscle memory, that strength. We've got 2 more. Exhale, long. Inhale, return, last time. Well done. Sit back for a moment. Relieve the wrists, relieve the elbows. Let's bring it back up. We're going to come into a hip extension now with the same leg. Let's start with the leg long. On our exhale, we're going to take it up. Inhale, lower, tap and spring it up. We're going to go for 6 again, lower and up. Last 3, feel those glutes working, squeeze the bottom, be mindful of any twisting into your low back. We want to keep the hips level, we don't want to spill our water. We've got 1 more, exhale. Spring it up, keep your leg here, take your inhale. Let's exhale for 4 as we circle in one direction. Think about a pencil on your toe. Inhale for 4, keep it going. Hold. Exhale, other way. For 4. Inhale for 4. I'm going to bend our knee, bend our ankle. Check in with your shoulders. Is your spine still straight? Let's pulse this leg for 8, 7, 6. Oh, your glutes on fire yet. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fab. Let's lower that leg. Sit it back. Well done. Roll the wrists. Wiggle your elbows. Have a little breather. Okay. We're going to switch to the other side. I'm going to spin it around. Same position. Okay. Coming up onto the wrists. Coming up onto your knees. Spine is neutral. Let's push there through the heels of the hands. When you're ready then, let's come into our Superman. Exhale, extend the leg, come into your lift, and then return. We're going for 6. Exhale, lift. Inhale, return. Keep the knee hovered if you just want to keep a little bit more active, or lower it down if you just need that moment's breath. Okay, let's go for another 3. That's 2. Up we come. Keep engaged into your core. Let's stop the spine from extending. Well done. Sit it back for 1 breath. Spring it up. We're going to come into our extension. Let's lengthen that leg. Inhale. Up it comes in line with the hip. Exhale. Lower. That's 2, 3. Oh, this is tight. That's 4. We got 2 more. Last one. Exhale. Let's hold. Big inhale. Let's circle for 4. As you let the breath out. Inhale for 4. Hold other way. Exhale. Let's go for 4. Think about that pencil drawing pretty circles. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Bend your knee, bend your ankle. Let's go then for 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, feeling it. That's 3. Nearly there. 2, 1. Well done. Woo, nearly gave you an extra one then. Well done. Sit it back. Take your knees wider than your hips if you want to. Just sit your bottom a little closer to the floor. Just get a bit deeper into those hips. Give your wrists a little roll, give your fingers a little twinkle. Ooh. Stretching it out, well done. Okay, you're gonna come up to seated. Have a well-deserved little stretch. You can either sit on your block or sit onto the floor. Entirely up to you. The block will just give a little bit of a deeper stretch, or if you've got tightness in the hamstrings, just help you lengthen them out a little bit. Okay, so just coming to perch onto your trusty block. We're going to take our legs wide. Okay, let's flex the ankles. Let's fire up into the hamstrings. Hands are just going to float in front of us. Ooh, I'm feeling that still. That has hit me. Inhale. On the exhale, let's drop our chin, come into our roll down. Hands float forward. Well done. Hold it here for breath. Feel those hamstrings, those calf muscles. Big inhale when you're ready. Let's roll it up. Exhale. We're going to take our right hand to the outside of our right leg. Just twist there through the upper body. And we're going to roll down again, this time taking the hands either side of our legs. Feel that little twist into your back, into your bottom. Just try to get the chest as close to the thigh as we can. Relaxing into your shoulders, into your chin. Let's roll it up. Let's take hands then to the left leg. When you're ready, chin to chest, let's roll it forward and reach it out. Chest coming down to your thigh, straight into your knees. Let's work into those hamstrings. Keeping your tush pushed down onto your block. Let's roll it up. We're going to bring our legs together, bend the knees. Allow the knees to fall outwards now. Let's push onto the inner thighs. Just open out into the hips. Whoa. Feels nice after all those squats, all those little hip flexions. Well done. Bring your knees together. Let's take one leg long. Okay, so you've got your right leg long, we're going to take the right arm forward. If you've got your left leg long, we've got the left leg forward. Let's cross the arm over the opposite leg. Spin your hand behind you, come into a spine twist, looking over the shoulder. So you've had the spine quite rigid, so let's loosen it up. Feel that twist from your low back right up into your neck. Let's bring it back. Switch your legs around. So straight leg, straight arm. Let's cross it over. Have a little spin. Just notice any differences here from the other side. Just see if you can ease yourself that little bit further round. Deep breaths into your chest. And release. Well done. And stretch out those arms then. Take your legs wherever you're comfortable. We're going to take our arm. We're going to reach it up, palm backwards, bend the elbow. Let's push onto the back of the arm, onto the triceps. Just squeeze into the shoulder. Keep the elbow lifted up towards the ceiling. Just the extra little bit of length there into the shoulder. Well done. Let's release. Lower it down, other side, palm up, arm up, bend the elbow, give it a little push. Oh, feels nice. Nice to be inside. Got my little heater, my little mat with the rain pouring. So I think it's going to come through the room. Let's release then, take your fingers together, turn your palms away from you, round the shoulders. Let's bend the wrists as well. They've been weight bearing, so nice to have a little stretch into the wrists. Drop your shoulders, wiggle it all around. Gently come off your block if you're seated on it. And we're going to come into some side lying. Okay. You're resting onto your elbow. Knees are bent. If your legs are at 3 o'clock, we want our block to be somewhere between 1 and 2 o'clock. Again, pick your orientation. So your portrait's going to be a little bit harder than your landscape, okay? Choose where you want to be. You should be able to just reach your block from where you are, so bring that in a little bit more. Okay. So you can either keep your bottom leg bent, just move your top leg, or you can lengthen the bottom leg as well. So just relying a little bit more on our core stability and our pelvic stability. Okay, choose where you want to be. We're going to start by floating our top leg onto our block. We want to keep our waist lifted, so the low back, spine, the pelvis are nice and neutral. We're going to tap for 8. Take your inhale. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that leg long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet together. Let's rainbow it over. Exhale. Inhale, return. We're going to go for 4. 4 in each direction. So 8 little rainbows in total. Keeping the hip nice and steady. Let's go. Last one. Give your hip a little rub. We're going to go one more time. Let's bring our leg up onto the block. 8 little taps. Let's go for 8, 7, 6. Ooh, that outer thigh. 4, my bum's on fire. 3, 2, 1, feet together. Let's go with our rainbows for 8, 7, keep smiling, push up there with the waist. That's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, rub your butt, well done. Whoo, felt that one. Let's come and lie onto our side, lowering the chest now down to the floor. We're going to finish off with some clams before we switch it over. So bring the feet in towards your butt, top hip drifts away, so we're lengthening into our waist. Your hand is here, or you can place it onto the floor. Okay, so thinking about a big bolt through your hip here. Let's go, open your clam, exhale. Inhale, return. So we're just controlling the top of our range of motion, and then we're going to bring it back, squeeze the thighs. Let's go for 6, 5. Tighten active through your tummy button to spine. That's 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, have a little rub of your bottom. 1 more set. If you want to, come with me, lift your heels. Make sure your hip stays put. Let's go for 8, 7. So working our inner thigh a little bit more now, finding a greater range into that upper hip. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lower your leg, lower your feet. Push yourself up. Let's come into a little flop. Feet together. Let it all out. Release your hips, your shoulders, your low back. Roll of your head. Oh, my bottom is just about recovering. I can hear it just going, phew. Okay. Other side, bring your block to the other side of your mat, starting up on our elbow. So this time our legs are at 9 o'clock. Your block is somewhere between 10 and 11. Choose your orientation and make sure you can just about reach it. There we go. Okay. So your bottom leg is either staying bent, or you can join the top leg, bring it long. Wherever you are, let's lift there out of the shoulder. Bring your leg to your block. We're going to tap for 8, 7, 6, 5, ooh, 4, 3, nearly there, keep that lift. 1, bring it down, let's rainbow for 8, 7, try and bring it all the way down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bend your knees, have a little breather. We're going in for a second set. Really making those bottoms work tonight. Okay, check in then with your upper body. Change the position of your bottom leg if you want to. When you're ready, let's tap our block. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5. That's 4, nearly there. Keep smiling. 2, 1. Well done. Feet together. Last set of rainbows. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5. Point those toes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. That was a tough one. Let's bend our knees, feet to bottom. Come lie down onto your arm. Bring your block onto your head if you want to as well. Little cushion. Okay, clam 1 then. Let's push our hip away. Feet are together. Find that bolt there into your hip. Hand on waist, hand on floor, whatever you're happy. Let's then go open our clam for 8. Squeeze. 7. Just notice if you've got more range in this side, or if you had more range in the other side. This is, I think, my tight one. That's 4. Keep strong through your middle. You don't want to roll backwards with that hip. That's 3. 2. Last time. 1. Lower it down. Have a very quick rub. Keep your feet down or join me in clam 2. Let's push our hip away. Are you ready? Let's go for 8, 7, 6, oh, bottom, 5, 4, squeeze those thighs on the return, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Drop the knee, drop your feet. Have a good old rub of that hip. Straighten out your top leg, do what you need to do. Just relax for a moment. Whew. We are nearly there. Let's come and roll onto our backs. Okay. Scoot a little bit close to the top of my mat. I'm going to start with our knees bent, feet in towards your butt, just resting the arms by your sides, finding neutral with the pelvis. So we've got that little gap, little arch there into the low back. I believe I've been bitten in November in the rain, but I have. They always find me. Okay, let's relax our shoulders. I'm going to start with some hip drops. So thinking about spirit level across your hip. Okay, as the leg comes outwards, we want to keep that horizontal so we're not twisting the low back. We're controlling by using our lower tummy, pelvic floor. So when you're ready, let's roll onto the outside of our right leg, onto the little toe. Drop the knee to the floor. Feel that stretch into your groin. And then roll it up. Other side, exhale, drop. Inhale, return. Keep it going. Just gently flowing from side to side. Maybe one side goes a little closer to the floor. Just again, find that sweet point where you're kind of at the top of your range of motion without lifting the opposite hip off the floor. Exhale, lower tummy to spine. Let's keep our core active. Last 2. Return. And 1. Well done. Have a little pedal of those feet. We're going to add to this movement now. So after our little leg drop, we're going to add an extension into the hip. So we're taking the leg long towards the end of the mat, all the time keeping our focus here. Okay, lower tummy, lower abdominals, pelvic floor. Let's start then with our right leg. Exhale, drop the knee. Lengthen the leg. Inhale, bring the leg back to the start. Other side, exhale. Lengthen. Bring it back. We got 3 more. Just check in on your shoulders. Have they crept up towards your ears? So just slide them back. Let's relax into the upper body. Return. Last 2 on each side. Let's drop the knee. Push it away. Bring it back. Well done. All the time staying really neutral into the pelvis. Tummy button coming all the way to your mat. Let's go. Last 2. And 1. Well done. Bring it back. Pedal those feet. We're going to try both legs this time, so we can't twist the pelvis. Both legs working together, but we've got to dig a little deeper into those abdominals to bring our legs back. Are we ready? We're going for 4. Exhale, drop the knees. Heels together, push your feet away. Inhale on the return without sort of bending into your back. Okay, that's the hard part. Let's drop the knees. Heels together, push the legs away. Inhale, find your core to bend your knees back up. We've got 2 more. Push it away. And return. Float those knees last time. Exhale. Push. Inhale. Bring them back. Well done. Just bring the knees to the chest for a moment. Give yourself a little hug. Just ease off into your low back. Okay. We're going to finish off with some scissors and some little hip circles. So from here, I'm going to take the legs into a tabletop and then lengthen. Okay, so the tailbone is now lifted, lower back is imprinted. We're going to take the legs in opposite directions like a pair of scissors. When you're ready,
Exhale, one leg drops, one draws in towards you. Just take the bottom leg as far as you can without lifting the back, okay? Bring it back and switch. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep it going, we're going to do 8. Switch and drop. Last 3. That's 2. And 1. Well done. Bring your legs back into tabletop for a minute. I'm going to do it again. We're going to add a little curl up this time. Okay, so let's take our legs long. Bring your arms overhead, working all the way into our abdominals. Let's curl it up. Hold. Inhale. Let's switch those legs. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping it going for another 6. Take hold of the back of your head if it's more comfortable, or just come down. Okay, just come back to your legs. Let's go for another 4. That's 3. Really relying on our tummy here. Last 2. And 1. Well done. Lower your legs, lower your head. Have a little hug. Oh, we've got one more set. We're going to add some hip rolls. Okay, we're going to keep our shoulders down. Hands by your sides. Let's take those legs up. So we're going to do 2 scissors and then a roll and then repeat. Okay, when you're ready, exhale. Let's come into our scissors. Inhale, switch. Exhale, other way. Inhale. Now we're going to circle the legs into the opposite position. So we're still in our scissors, but we're in the other opposite way. Okay, let's go for 1, 2, circle. Let's see how wide we can take our leg. Let's go for 1, 2, and circle. Or feeling our legs. Let's go for 1, 2, and circle. Can we do 2 more? Let's go for 1, 2, circle it wide. Last set. 1, 2, and round we come. Well done. Bring your knees in. Wow, I really felt that. My thighs are on fire. Have a little rock around here. Have a little roll. Wiggle those feet. Wiggle it out. Ooh. Okay. I'm going to keep our feet together. Let's just widen our knees, stretching into the inner thigh. Take hold of your shins, kind of the insides of your ankles. Just pull the legs a little closer in. Feel that little pinch there into your groin, into your hip flexors. Oh, it feels good. Okay. We're going to come into happy baby. So we're going to just bring the legs into kind of that tabletop formation with the right angles. Flex your ankles. Just have a little rock around here. Let's pretend we're 2 years old for a moment. Just rolling through the back, relaxing the shoulders, just letting it all hang out. Well done. Ooh. Okay, bring it back, bring your heels, your knees together. We're going to drop one foot to the floor, keep the other one closed, have a little squeeze onto your shin. And when you're ready, we're going to flex the ankle, push away with the heel. Let's lock the knee joint now. We're going to really lengthen into the back of the leg. We're not weight bearing, so we can take it right to the top of its range of motion. If you want to, have a little pull onto your hamstrings or onto your calf muscle. If you want to go deeper, let's lengthen the other leg. Deeper still, add a curl up, so we're really getting into the length of that hamstring. Releasing it down when you're ready. Just gently ease off, bend the knee. Drop your ankle onto your bent leg, have a push out with the knee. Let's open the hip. And let's come into our butt stretch. Let's hover that bottom leg. Bring the knees as close as you can so we feel that stretch into this. And give the ankle a little bit of a roll around as well. Just allowing the hips to settle. Breathe a sigh of relief. And drop it down. Bring your feet to the floor and then bring your other leg in. Let's have a little squeeze. Flexing the ankle then, let's straighten the knee, push the heel up, lock out the knee joint, pull onto the leg if you want to go deeper. Lengthen your other leg to go deeper still. And then finally add your curl up if you want to. Let's see how deep we can take it. Let's give that hamstring a well-deserved stretch. Give the calf stretch out as well. Okay, bending that bottom leg if it is straight. Let's bend this top knee, rest the ankle onto your leg. Push out with the knee, coming into figure four. Just breathing into it, allow the hip to relax. And then finally, let's draw the knees in, lift your bottom foot, squeeze into your bottom. And then let's have a little rock and roll of that ankle with your toes. And then placing both feet onto the floor. So just coming up into seated when you're finished. Just thinking about how hard you've worked, how your legs feel. Give yourself a pat on the back. That was a tough session and I hope I'll see you again for the next one.